Hello everybody and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. In the previous episode we had a nice little run going. I have since removed the Lost and Forgotten mod. I do like it and I think it adds quite a lot of decent content, but I just feel that there's too many items and too many things in it for the quality to be of the quality that I'm looking for, if you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be mean to the mod at all. I think the mod is actually pretty damn good, but yeah, unfortunately it's just missing a few things. We've done Delirium with Kane, but we haven't done Hush. That's kind of silly. We'll try and go for the what's that path down the side there? Okay, we've got to go do Satan path with Magdalene, so we'll go do that. That sounds good. Let's have a little try of that, shall we? Should hopefully either the episode before this or the episode after this, I can't say for sure yet, should hopefully be another episode with your boy Fairville TV, doing another race, and hopefully, I can't say yet because it's not recorded, but hopefully the virus is actually quite nice there, although our speed is quite low. I should have the, that's a pretty good pill, should have the have us talking over Discord while we're playing, so that's going to be enjoyable. It's going to be a nice little change of pace things for the Isaac series. I hope you guys are looking forward to that sort of content. I really liked doing the race with him originally, and a lot of people seem to really like the idea. I know it's not exactly been a regular series, but both of us kind of do our own thing, and we have our own series going, and there's been a lot of new things coming to the channel recently, so it's not exactly the easiest to plan out content, so had a little bit of trouble getting our schedules to match, especially considering we're on like a 4 or 5 hour time difference. But we are making an effort to try and play more games together, just because it's enjoyable. I mean, we both play a lot of Isaac, and we both really like it, and we're both pretty similar content creators, really. Yeah, we create very, very similar types of games, things like that. So I think it's kind of a good match, and honestly, it's just really fun. It's a nice change of pace. Like, Isaac is a great game. Don't get me wrong, but I've got like 800 hours on it at this point, and honestly, that's why I mod it, because it does get a bit stale. So it's nice to have a little something to mix it up a little bit and make it a little different. We could go full screen map, but that'll do. That'll do. This is kind of a horrible room, not gonna lie. Luckily, Magdalene is starting with a little bit extra damage here, which is nice. I don't know, did I get that from the honeycomb? I swear she doesn't normally start with extra damage. I wasn't paying attention then, maybe it did. Either way, nice to have the extra damage. Should hopefully make this room a little bit more bearable, because Spider's going to die one shot quicker than they would have otherwise, I do believe. The Blister guy here, he's by far the most annoying. When he fires those orbs out at you, like that one there, they can be quite an annoyance. And yeah, they will fire quite a range and show no mercy. Show no mercy to no man. For some reason, they can't jump over rocks, which is weird, considering most other things can. That can jump, at least. Just look at this creep. Look at this creep. He takes so long to die. He shoots out little balls. It's just, everything about him is terrible. I'll do this last room just for the chance at consumables. It's not going to be a hard room for us. We shouldn't take any damage, so it's not exactly a hardship to us to play this room. Unfortunately, no consumables there. We are doing pretty good in terms of keys, though. I have 3 keys going down to the next floor. 3 keys is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. But yeah, so I know that a few of you here probably do watch the Enter the Gungeon series as well, and most likely I will speak about this in an upcoming Enter the Gungeon episode as well, because we have different views in different series. But for those of you that watch both the series, you might hear this story twice. But I just want to tell a little story. So, for anyone that watches my my Enter the Gungeon series, you'll know that I actually play I beta test a mod called Expand the Gungeon with a guy called Apache Thunder. He's the guy that creates the mod. I've contributed a few ideas, and I've contributed some room layouts, but he is the main creator of the mod. All credit goes to him, really. But anyways, great guy. Been talking to him, been friends with him for a little while now, and he just recently had to go on a trip. I'm not gonna divulge any personal details about what it was for or anything like that. But he went on a trip, and it was a long drive. And I'm not sure if it was on the way there or on the way back. He didn't specify. But on the highway, he lives in America. But yeah, on the highway, he was driving. And they were in the car with it was his uncle's car, and they were in there with his family, and they feel a weird vibration in the car, and they pull over and have a little look. Nothing to be seen. Oh, wait, I know what we're getting damage from now. Maggie gets extra damage depending on how many red hearts she has. I forgot about that. But yes, so she the car, they feel a weird vibration, and they check it out and see if they can find out what it is, but to no avail. It doesn't seem to be anything in particular. Damn it, I was trying to get a secret room open with that. It doesn't seem to be anything in particular. Oh, I can see the secret rooms anyway, so what am I doing? So they ignore it and carry on. And then a little bit later, they carry on driving, and it gets worse, and they're trying to figure out what it is. And then all of a sudden, whilst driving, not joking, this is what he told me, whilst driving, the wheel of the car came off. The wheel fell off. That's mental. Like, I have a similar story, but it's nowhere near as bad as the wheel actually coming off. Luckily, no one was hurt before you think it. It was on the highway, but luckily there wasn't very many cars around, so the wheel didn't crash into any of the cars. The car came to a pretty slow stop because they weren't driving very fast. It was all luckily quite safe, and nothing really went terribly wrong. But that would shit you up majorly if you're driving down the highway and your wheel comes off. I'm not talking about the tyre, I'm talking about the actual wheel. That's insane. But I'll move on because I've got a kind of similar story. It's nowhere near as bad. So, when I was younger, we used to go up to another city to visit one of my mum's friends from school. She'd moved cities, and we used to go up to visit her every now and again. And one time when we were going up to visit her, we had some car troubles, very similar to what Apache was talking about, where we felt the wheel kind of being a bit weird, kind of juddering a little bit. And we pulled over, we checked it out. There was nothing really major going on there. So we carried on, and it kind of got a bit worse, and we were wondering what exactly was going on. And eventually we decided, okay, we're going to have to stop at a nearby town and go to a garage, because it does not sound healthy at all. So we stop at a nearby garage and get it in, and the car, bear in mind, is still driving just fine. The car's still driving in a relatively normal manner, apart from this weird feel for the driver. Obviously, that was my parents. I didn't drive. But yeah, so they feel this weird, like, feeling, and so they check it out, take it to a garage, and so the guy at the garage goes, okay, immediately, let's check the wheels, because it could be something to do with the wheels if you're having some sort of vibrations. He goes to the front left wheel and notices that it's a little bit rusty, like it's a bit warm, and he just basically, he grabs the wheel and he kind of shakes it a little bit, so sort of grabs it and tries to pull it off by any means, but tries to, like, judder it a little bit to see if it's, like, loose, and it comes off. Like, it rusted through, and it comes all the way off. Like, actually, what the hell? Like, he just rips it off, and apparently he said that the only reason it hadn't come off while we were driving it is actually because, ooh, this might be quite good. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Is actually because... What fire rate we're going to get? Unfortunately, we didn't get any fire rate from that, but hopefully if we stockpile some coins, we can do. Because of the maintained speed on the highway, on the motorway, because we were going at such a high and maintained regular speed, that was what was keeping the wheels secure. If we'd have drastically changed speed whilst it was like that, there's a very high chance that it would have just fallen off. And while we're talking about potential road accidents, let's talk about some more, shall we? So I haven't been in any traffic accident myself, but my dad has been in a few. There's a few funny stories I can talk about here, actually. So, for one, he once did a full-on 360 spin in a car on the highway while there was other vehicles about, because my sister, when she was younger, she was like 12 at the time, maybe a little younger, had left a rubber bouncy ball in the car's footwell of the driver. What the hell is that? What is that? That's so cool. But yeah, she'd left a rubber ball, and he went to brake, and he couldn't brake because the rubber ball was underneath the brake, and it, like, screwed him up. So that was pretty dangerous. Everyone know that rainbow chest is. I'm excited. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. Another thing, this is a bit less. Well, it's not a car crash or anything. It's not anything dangerous. But this is just a really, like, one of the weirdest coincidences I've ever experienced, like, as of real life. Like, I've read a bunch of really weird coincidences, but this is the first that I've, like, sort of caught a glimpse of firsthand. So, my dad, I mean, he's a safe driver for the most part, but he got caught speeding. It was only like a few miles an hour over the speed limit, but he got caught speeding, and paid a ticket and all this sort of stuff for it. And this is quite a long story, actually. There's going to be quite a lot of parts of this. Whoa! That was mental. Oh my god, it's like rainbow chests from Gungeon. I wonder what mod that's from. Either way, I love that. That's so cool. So we got Book of Sin, which I'll definitely take. Even though the airstrike's fun, Book of Sin's going to be way more useful for us. I'll bomb that open. I'll open this up. We'll open this up. Hey, Head of the Keeper. That's so good with the other item we got. Wait a minute. Why is our HUD turned off? What's going on with that? Extra HUD's not working properly. But that's so good with that item we just received, the coin item. And then we'll probably just spend some keys and try and open this a few times. Because you normally get items at the end of these. Or nothing. Or just not. Hopefully we get a reroll this floor. That'd be really useful. That's kind of insane. And getting the coin thing here is really good too. We're going to be getting fire rates up for days because we're going to be stacking up coins. Very, very nice. And the higher our fire rate gets, the more coins we'll produce too, so this is really good. Anyways, back to my story. So, he got, unfortunately, he got a ticket for speeding. And he paid the fine and all that jazz. It was absolutely fine. And obviously, whenever they take down a speeding ticket, they know the date, the time it happened, and the road that it happened on. So they've got all the details for insurance purposes, all that sort of stuff. So now to the next part of the story, which is a whole nother thing. So in where I used to live, I can say it there because I don't live there anymore. It's called Hull. Hull has the biggest moving fair in Europe. Once a year, there is a fair called Hull Fair, and it is the biggest moving fair in Europe. It's absolutely massive. It's really big. But anyways, it is run by travellers, by people that don't they don't live anywhere in particular. They just live off the land, sort of thing. If you know what I mean. Normally, I am not going to generalise here because this may sound quite bad, but normally they are. They don't really follow the law. They will set up on land that they don't own or have paid for and all that sort of stuff. Like, they don't technically usually stick to the guidelines of the law. So that's sort of the people we deal with here. And anyways, it was Hull Fair at the time, so there was quite a lot of these travellers in our city, which there always is. I mean, it's never normally an issue. Like, I'm not saying they're terrible people or anything. It's normally not an issue at all. But anyways, these are travellers that were quite a lot in the city, and for some reason, it had taken upon a few of them to start horse racing. Yes, horse racing. But not just horse racing like, oh yeah, we're going to go down and bet on the horses. No, they were on the horses, and they were racing them themselves. And you may be thinking, what's wrong with that? Racing horses in a field? That's fine. No. They were racing the horses on the road. And these horses weren't saddled or, like, properly... They weren't, like, the horses for racing. These were just horses that they'd found, taken. I don't even know if they owned them, but they're just horses that they'd found and brought with them on their travels. And, yeah, they were racing them through the streets and along the roads and on a lot of the major, like, highways sort of thing. And my dad is driving on one of these highways, and, oh my god, that's so good. Maggie's bow is so good for us. And yeah, so he's driving on one of the highways, and he's going round a roundabout, which some of you may not know what is. But anyways, I mean, I'm pretty sure you do, I was just joking. But anyways, obviously the UK has a lot more roundabouts than most other places. But anyways, he's driving on a roundabout, and a horse comes running round the roundabout at full speed, because they're racing, remember, and hits his car. The horse runs directly into the car. The man flies off of the horse over the hood, uninjured. He just gets up and walks away, and the horse gets up and scrambles and runs. Luckily, neither the horse nor the man were injured, and neither was the dad. But anyways, obviously, quite a big hit. We're not going to be able to get any of these coins. Actually, we can use this to grab some of the coins. Haha. It doesn't seem to want to grab that heart. Hey, thank you. But anyway, so yeah, you can imagine it. Wait, are they full heal hearts? I think they are, aren't they? I'm gonna risk this. Just because we can get some coins here and soul hearts and such. That is a full heal heart. Okay, good to know. Right. 33% chance for one random angel item, 67% chance for one heart. And we still have that heart out there, don't we? Yeah, that's still a rainbow heart, good. 7 troll bombs. 7 troll bombs trolling. Do, 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 do. Do I want to do that again? Yeah, I'll fight Uriel. Okay, either one of them two I want, and then I'll probably stop after this next one. Oh my god. He's hitting me quite a lot. I'm using bombs just because I really don't want to die here. And I really think I could. Really? You hit me for that? You bitch? Good. Okay. That's good. Honestly, the 7 soul hearts would have been great, but this is also really good. Because this is fire rate. Fire rate is mucho important to us. I think once we get to 60, we get another fire rate up. And there you go. Another heart. That was actually pretty good. Anyway, so I'll carry on. So this horse hits the car. Hits it. Runs into it. The man and the horse flee. It's not as if the horse was going to pay the insurance, but you know what I mean. But, as you can imagine, with them being travellers, and with them not exactly following the guidelines of the law, he didn't want to exchange information. He ran. And as you can imagine, a horse does not have insurance. So you can't exchange insurance info with a horse, as you would expect from life. Ooh. What? That sounds kind of funky. That sounds funky. I don't like that. But yeah, so okay, so that's that. You can't claim insurance on the horse. Obviously, any repairs for the car, of which I will get onto in a minute, have to be paid out of his own pocket. There's no one's going to pay it. Insurance won't pay out for that. Apparently getting hit by a horse isn't covered. But anyways, so the damage to the car, you would think, maybe a smashed windscreen, maybe it's got a dent in it. Nah, the car's totaled. Absolutely totaled. The horse ran directly into the side door of the car so hard that it broke the actual chassis of the car. The chassis of the car was destroyed, like, to the point where the car was undrivable. And there you go. Look at this bad boy. Love that. Yeah, the chassis destroyed. Done. Finito. So, unfortunately, the car is a complete write-off. It's a complete write-off. Now, you may think, what does this have to do with a speeding ticket? Now, there was one detail I missed out. My dad has actually had 2 speeding tickets. So there was that first one, as I mentioned, and as we'll get onto in a minute, there was a second one. So my dad is trying to go through the insurance to write off his car and get money for a new one, because you can do that in certain situations. So he's writing off his car saying, I can't drive this anymore. Ooh, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. So yeah, he's like, okay, got to write off this car, get a new one. So goes through insurance, but the insurance say, sorry, you aren't eligible because you have an undeclared, basically he had a speeding ticket that you hadn't disclosed, or they were saying that he had some sort of speeding ticket violation that he hadn't disclosed to the insurance company, and obviously in that case the insurance won't pay out, which is perfectly reasonable. If you're trying to hide the fact that you've got points in your license or you've got a speeding ticket from your insurance people, they're not going to want to pay out because you're going against their guidelines. So they say, oh, sorry sir, we can't do that. You have a undisclosed speeding ticket that's not been resolved or whatever. And he goes, no, I haven't. I definitely haven't. And he's chatting away with them and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, because he knows for a fact he hasn't. He has disclosed every speeding ticket he's ever got, which is only these 2. Oh, nice. 2 black hearts there. That's pretty good. But yeah, he's sure. He's disclosed him. He said, what's going on? So, anyways, over the course of about a week, he was back and forth with them, trying to figure out what the hell had happened. And it took a really long time, maybe a week and a half, for anyone to spot the error. And it turns out that the second speeding ticket he got was 1 year after the first one, on the same day of the year, at the same time of the day, on the same road, by the same speed camera, at the same speed. Literally identical in every way. I think it was off by like maybe 3 minutes or something. But like literally everything else was identical. Like the time of day was very nearly the same. The date was the same. The road was the same. And I'm pretty sure the speed was the same as well. And so he actually, it turns out he technically hadn't like disclosed it because he hadn't noticed that it was another violation. He thought he disclosed it because they were so similar. But the insurance company were the exact same. They didn't notice it either. And they were like confused about where this undisclosed one was. And were getting really baffled by it. And wondering why there was like a double, like 2 of the same in there, two registered speeding tickets that were the same one. It's like thinking it must have been an error, but turns out it's just the weirdest coincidence of all time. Like that, when my dad told me about that, I was absolutely baffled. Like that is one of those coincidences that is like once in a lifetime that you see. You never hear of those sort of things. Okay, so we can still increase our fire rate, which is good to know. If we can get to 999 coins, that's going to be crazy. Also, where the hell's our item room? This is a bad room. Thank you. Thank you, game. This is a weird floor. Is this an XL floor? No, it's just Curse of Darkness. I am confusion. But yeah, that's got to be like one of the weirdest coincidence type deals that I've ever experienced or like heard of, like from the horse's mouth sort of thing, literally. It's very, very peculiar. You don't hear things like that very often. Wow, that's all the pennies. Also, this guy will not die. Thank you, Mushroom, for submitting to me. Finally. God damn, this room takes forever. Why? Why you take so long? Hey, you got some healing there as well. We're actually kind of pretty bad off for health right now. Okay, 5 more coins and we should get another fire rate up, I think. Oh, boy. The champion guys, they got me. Hey, that's a battery there. I want that. I want it now. Got him. Right, what you got for us? Ah, buzzer. I mean, I suppose it's a soul heart. Not much else, though. It's kind of shit. Alright, keep making our way. I could have re-rolled it with pair throw, to be fair, but I felt like that wasn't exactly the best play. What do we need to do with this? We need to go down to the negative, don't we? Do the negative path. I hate fucking running across that. It's so risky. We made it across, though. We do have a key piece as well. I mean, we could do Mega Satan. We could. It is plausible. Wait, I just realized. I'm like, why is that guy feared? Oh, yeah, there's pennies there. So, we've actually got a really, really good combo. Because I didn't even think about the fact that we're laying pennies all over the floor. And that's fearing everything constantly. So, we don't really have to deal with contact damage now. Because there's always pennies near us. Ow. That's kind of cool. We've got a really interesting modded build going on right now. Which I'm very much liking a lot. Really like that. The coins for fear and fire rate. It's really cool. And it just so happens to work really well with the item I've got. And the fact that it breaks fire rate cap is even better. Oh no, it didn't go any lower. It didn't go any lower. And also we got to deal the devil on 18%. Can we talk about that? I'm probably going to pair throw this no matter what it is. We can start spending money now, though, because we know what the cap is. So we'll see what our next shop is. Pair throw. Horror Babylon is literally terrible for us. It literally does almost nothing. But there you go. That's how the world works. Sometimes you get screwed. Ooh, it's a big black puppy. One poopy boy. Luckily, he wasn't too much of a problem. Got him. Head through here. Damn, I want another one of those rainbow chests. That thing was ace. That thing was so good. More pennies. Huzzah. It'd be cool if, like, it counted above 99 coins and still kept giving you fire rate ups. Although that would be very overpowered. Getting to 1 fire rate would be pretty easy with certain items such as this. I'm really loving this fear thing though. It's like so cool because it means that the coins are still useful to us even after the fact. Really? That hit me? Are you kidding me, laddie? Oh, really? This thing's in like the worst place ever. I mean, these enemies are just really annoying too. That doesn't help. What you got for us? Libra. Oh, no. That gives us a pretty big damage up, but our fire rate's back to 6. So, spending coins, like, losing a lot of coins would be an all stats down right now. But our damage is definitely a lot better now, which is good. I think our average overall DPS is much better too. Can you not hide behind rocks that I can't kill you behind, please? I mean, that still works out fine, so that's good. At least. I don't know what's poisoning the enemies. Is it the virus? The virus doesn't normally work like that. Do we have something else? Ah, that poisons enemies? I don't know. I'm a bit lost. Ow. Why was that guy charmed? Oh, the bees are poisoning, I think. Yeah, the bees are poisoning. Kind of makes sense, I guess. You don't really get poisoned by bees, but you get stung. You get got. I really hope we can get our fire rate even lower, though, with this damage. That'd be really good. Our speed's insane. Our speed is insane. It's annoying that we lost fire rate to gain speed. That's kind of not the best trade in the world, but not terrible either. I'm going to miss all those pennies on the ground, though. So many pennies. It's so nice. It's so, so nice. I'm trying to think of any other good car failure stories. I mean, most people probably have heard by now, but me and my girlfriend's car that we very recently bought, the front wheel set on fire, which was not great. Like, literally, like, less than a month within after buying it. And then we got it repaired, and they sent us it back. And the next month, the next wheel caught on fire. Literally, the wheel to the right instead of the wheel to the left on the front. And it's like, really? Really, guys? Are you sure you know how to fix cars? Are you sure you know how to maintain a car properly? Because it sure seems like you know how to set them on fire. That's about it. That's all, folks. That's not exactly great, is it? I would like to donate a shit ton here, but we'll lose tons of stats if we do. Yera. We're going to the dark room anyway, so Yera shouldn't be too big of a deal, actually. Still, though. Good, good. We've pretty much cleared this floor now. Get him. Oh, I missed the battery. Oh, goddamn, we're so slow. I just realised how slow we are. I thought this was the mum fight. It's not. Wow. We are the slowest of boys right now. It's not even that good of a run. I mean, it's an interesting run, but it's not that good of a run, really, is it? I'm so glad Sister Viz is nowhere near as hard as they used to be. They used to be ridiculous. Sadly, this won't give us a massive damage up, but it does help. I do like both of those. But is it worth it? Nah. We'll lose like an all stats up because we're getting damage for every HP we have, and then that HP is turning into that damage is turning into all stats from Libra. So we'd actually technically lose a very small all stats for picking up anything for a red heart. Trading red hearts is more difficult. I do like the fact that playing angel deals is made more important with the new Maggie changes made by Ipecac. I think some of the character changes that Ipecac have made are very nice. I think they've done a really good job at rebalancing some of the characters. I'd love to see something done to what's her name? Oh, the one with the succubus. What the hell's her name? You know, the one that can't shoot normal tears. Whatever her name is. I'd really love to see something done to her in normal mode. In greed mode, she's fantastic still. But in normal mode, she's just garbage. Like, her active item needs to be usable way more often. Because it's so hard to use her. And she's just not fun. Unless you get really good familiars, which you often don't. Like, it'd just be interesting to see her start with a random familiar as well, maybe. Something like that. Or like, I don't know, just get some sort of familiar bonus or something. I don't know exactly how you do it. I'm not suggesting anything particularly, but she just feels Lilith, that's her name. She just feels really weak and underpowered in normal runs as opposed to greed mode. I mean, I know that she's busted to all hell in greed mode, but you know what I mean. She doesn't feel as fun to play, if fun at all. I don't know how other people feel. I know some people love her, but I think a lot of people are like me and just don't really think she's that good at all. Wait, what? Why did they all go for the penny? I think it's because they're feared. That's kind of cool. Ooh, Scaredy Shroom. Shoot tears, but hides when enemies get near. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. I love the sprites for that guy. That's so cute. He fires pretty quick, and he fires homing shots as well, so I'm pretty on board with this dude. Pretty on board. He is pretty scary, though. Hopefully my coins should keep most enemies away from him. He's cute as all hell, though, isn't he? Cute as a button. His eyes go white as well when he's scared. That's a really cool idea for a familiar. That I really like that. I think that's an Ipecac one, isn't it? Or is that the Ipecac or Deliverance? Like, this is a massive compliment to both the creators of Deliverance and the creators of Ipecac. The items are so on par in terms of quality that I can never tell which pack each one's from. Obviously, some of them I already know is different, but like Deliverance is like peak quality of modding in my eyes. Like sprite work, lore friendly, the items are good and fun, and Ipecac is very good too. I think in terms of like pure lore friendliness and sometimes sprite work and item ideas, Deliverance does have the edge. But the thing is with Deliverance adds a lot less items, at least. Well, it adds a lot less in general, but especially items. And as I said, it's the same with Lost and Forgotten. Even if you spend a lot of time on certain items, you do lose a little bit sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying that by any means that Ipecac isn't bad. It's still one of, if not my favorite Isaac mod that I'm using at this time. I think it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I think it's such a big compliment to both the modders that like I really can't tell when I get a modded item that I haven't seen before which mod it's from, because both are of such similar quality. I think they're both really fantastic, just to play with and their ideas and everything. Like there's some really cool stuff in there, like that every time you kill an enemy you get a new tier effect thing. That was such a cool idea. You should be able to crack these guys. It really annoys me that you can't. These guys are really annoying to fight against. That is the one thing I will say about Deliverance. Their enemy design is questionable. There are some really cool enemies, but enemies like this suck dick. And them jumping stone guys, I hate them. I really dislike them. Any enemy that requires you to wait before you can kill it is annoying. Even the hosts and like the most basic version of those, the hosts from the default Isaac game, they can be such a pain in the ass when they don't pop up. So I really think that they're enemies best avoided, in my opinion. It's just not fun when you've got a ton of damage. You're clearing through the rooms in seconds, and then you come across an enemy that you physically have to wait for. It's a bit sad. I can get away from most of these. Get away from me, boy. There you go. That's what it should be like. Get out of my way. Hey. More stats. I mean, it's a very minuscule amount of stats, really. Look how much damage we're doing to this guy, though. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty tight. It's fun to wait at the YMCA. Fun to wait at the YMCA. Ow, what the hell hit me then? I'm calling Belschnickel on that one. I'm calling Belschnickel. Oh my god. But yeah, I think another thing to always remember when thinking about especially Ipecac. Ipecac is earlier stage than Deliverance is. Deliverance is far closer to finished than Ipecac is. There's still lots of items to add, lots of fixes to make, and all that sort of stuff for Deliverance, I think. Sorry, for Ipecac. So when I'm saying stuff like Deliverance has a slight edge, it is a more finished mod. So that is something that you definitely got to take into note. I definitely give both of them very major props. I hate this room so much. Really? I'm gonna get hit by one of these laser boys. And he was a laser boy. Oh, nope. I'm good. I'm good, G. I'm good. Oh. For God's sake, just do your thing. Like, they don't even do anything. That's the annoying thing. Like, it's not even like I'm waiting and they're an epic boss to fight or, like, a really cool enemy. It's just, nah. They're just gonna sit here and do nothing and you can kill them before they shoot. But, ah, cool. Fun. Glad I waited. That was fun. I think as well, another thing that Deliverance adds in terms of mobs that's a little bit weak on their part is they add a lot of monsters. I really like these guys, by the way, the Keekins. They drop a few too many keys, I think. They should only drop 2, not 4. But they're kind of cool. But yeah, Deliverance adds so many, by the way, I love the foiled cards too. They're brilliant. Actually, let's just, oh no, we'd have to leave Yera though, wouldn't we? Yeah, let's not leave Yera. What was I saying? Oh yeah, some of the enemies on their earlier floors very often are too fast. Like, there's a lot of, like, playing as Magdalene with lower speed, especially if you don't have the speed pill unlocked. Oh my god. They can just bum rush you really fast without you really getting any say in it, and it becomes very difficult to fight them sometimes. Especially when you have low fire rate. Say you start as Eden with low fire rate, low move speed. Them enemies are an absolute nightmare. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, but I managed to beat the speed challenge pretty easily, actually, which is insane considering how hard that challenge normally is. Some of the enemies were ridiculously unbalanced for that mode. I'm not exactly saying that mod creators should be out-balancing their game specifically for challenges, but at the same time, it should be taken slightly into consideration. If it's too hard for speed mode, like, if they're too fast in speed mode, they're probably too fast in the regular game as well. Ow. Ow, I'm stuck inside this guy. Oh my god, go away. Got him. Hey. Lovely when you get an extra black heart. Just because he touched me when I had the virus. So... the coronavirus. It's out. It's coming for you. Ah, no. Almost run straight into that. This is another enemy that I really hate. They can telefrag the shit out of you. Very, very annoying. And also, sometimes they just don't appear anywhere near you, so you can't attack them. Look at this. They've got like a little fort set up here where I can't get them. And then they all move to the side of the screen. Stop being so annoying. Da, 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 da. Oh, how did I get hit by that guy? Please give me a black heart at least. Yes. Made up for my terrible, terrible mistakes. But yeah, like, it's like I did the super hard challenge, I think on my second try, didn't I? Which just baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. I don't know how I managed that. I'll never know. Oh my god. I'm not waiting for you. I'm not waiting for you. Would rather bomb my way out. And get no reward. Yeah, these enemies are just so annoying. Any enemy that can teleport rapidly, also very annoying. Because it just adds more waiting. Even more waiting. Do it like they do in Gungeon, where the enemies don't teleport very often. And when they do, they have a kind of long spool up and an animation to say that they're going to do it. And it's very telegraphed. In this, it's not. Excuse me, Squire. You should be dead by now. There you go, he's dead. Got him, and here's our boss. Hey, Mum's Heart, what you gonna do? What you gonna do to make our dreams come true? Right, it shouldn't be too hard. Our health isn't exactly great. Imagine if we had Bloody Penny as well. If we could get Bloody Penny with this setup, this would be the best setup ever. And then if we could get IV Bag as well, or like Magic Fingers. That would be Magic Fingers would work really well with this. Right, what you got for us? 9 lives is actually tempting, but I don't think I can do it. If I was 1 guppy item away, I would definitely do it, but I am not. Hey, just get to full health. Easy. Right. Ooh, that was close. We gotta go down, boy. Doing. We going down. I'm yelling timber. Hey, Fallen. How you doing, fella? How the hell did I get hit by that? I'm so sad I didn't take Lump of Coal now that I know that I got Horror Babylon instead. That's just upsetting. How are you two not dead yet? You're so close. There you go. The sun is actually brilliant for this floor. I'm just going to use that right now. Gives us much needed shortcuts, and we can go through the secret room to get an even shorter cut. I mean, that definitely helps. You've got to be kidding me, game. Cursed Eye? What do you think I am, a sadist? He does not like the penny. Got him. Increased chance of tainted rocks appearing. Nah, I'm okay, thank you. Guppy's head. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a fat no. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Gotta do it. You gotta do it. Makes this fight so much easier having just 1 bomb. Should be able to kill this guy pretty quick. There you go. It's weird that this fight always starts with a Fallen. Like, I wonder why that was decided. That Satan was going to always have Fallen by his side. It's kind of an odd choice, really. This guy's fucking beasting on me right now. What are you doing, then? Never really understood why he only does his brimstone down, you know? Makes him quite easy. Gives you a very nice breathing space. Don't really have to worry. My little wasps are definitely helping out a lot right now as well. Oh my god. Go away, bomb flies. This is the only thing that makes this hard. This fight hard, really. The bomb flies. There you go. We got him. Blackheart there as well. Nice. We're not exactly super prepared for this, but Yera could save us. Yera could give us the guppy dream. It could. It could. It's unlikely, but it could. Yera. Now that's good. That is good. That's okay. This is 2 items, which is nice. And that's some troll bombs. So we got bombs, and we've also got touching enemies permanently slows them and can spread. That sounds kind of poopy. I don't even think I want to pick that up. That doesn't sound very good to us at all. Don't take my precious coins. Ah, that's my money you're taking. Ow. On my HP. I don't know why, but I just suck at greed. Can fight Satan easy, but a dead shopkeeper cannot be done. Blue Baby's only friend is maybe going to be helpful. Depends how much damage it's doing. Not much. Not much compared to our tiers. That's for damn sure. This is kind of fucky. I don't like this room. Not gonna lie, I don't like this room. If I was asked which room I like, I would say, not this one, please. There you go, we got him. Now I like it. Although it changed it into a black heart. Damn you, evil. I wanted that red heart. Why'd you gotta troll me like that? I wanted the damage up. Why you gotta troll me like that? Hey, give me that before it turns to a blackout. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. I don't think we can damage these guys with bombs, can we? They are firing troll bombs at us, though, which I always forget these guys do. But they're not too bad. They ain't too hard. Troll bomb or no troll bomb. We're chilling. Just the way they walk. It's very, very difficult to kind of predict what they're going to do. I think they can hurt themselves with their own bombs. I know the little guys, the little rats can. We did unfortunately go the wrong way here as well, which I've just noticed, which is upsetting. Certainly upsetting. You just walk right over those coins. These coins aren't fearing you correctly. Fear me, young Padawan. I don't know why I said that in Yoda's voice. It just felt fitting. Oh no. This room's bad. Your face is bad. I'm watching Community again. It's so good. Trying to teach Abed how Troy is trying to teach Abed how to lie. And he's like, your face, it's bad. Doesn't work. I just found that line so funny. Come on now, fat boy. Come on now, fat boy. He thick, oh boy, he thick. He chunky. I like him thick. I like him chunky. Chunky. Do you know what'd be nice? For one, if that guy didn't yeet a spider at me. But for two, if we didn't go the wrong way every 2 seconds. Every 2 heckin' seconds. The wrong way. Hey, you animal. It tried to take it away from me, but I picked it up before it could change. When you try so hard, but you don't succeed. Really? I can't succeed when they do that. They just sandwiched me. Absolutely sandwiched. Also, these guys do not bounce at angles that make sense, which is very difficult. Do not turn into a blackout. That's mine. Really? I went the wrong way again. This game's got to be fucking with me right now. It's gots to be. It's gots to be. I mean, I might as well use my bombs. I'm not using them for anything else. God damn. It's gots to be messing with me. Please give me some items. Like, make me more stronger. Okay, this could be bad for us. This is bad for us. Oh, this is real bad for us. They just don't brimstone right. They all bendy and shit. They all bendy and such. Oh my god. Why is the adversary so tough? The adversary is honestly tougher than the bloat. I would say the adversary is on average tougher than the bloat. Unfortunately no HP from that, so we're gonna die. We's are gonna die. If he throws a spider at us, we're done for. I mean, Horror Babylon's active, which is nice. It's not going to save our life or anything, but it's nice. Don't lob a child at me. I swear to God, I am not a daycare. Leave your children out of this, Judith. Megamore. Definitely called Judith now. Is his name Megamore? I can't remember. I think it's Megamore. Please! Something. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh my god. This is great. We've had this a few times before. It's very, very good. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we should have used it. No. Oh, balls. I meant to knock it out the way. I almost killed myself. I thought we should have used it for some pretty guaranteed heckin' stuff. If you know what I mean. No, we could have got some HP. Could have played it with our money and got some HP. That's what these machines do. But I'm dumb, you know? In a dumb way. God damn it. God damn it. Please. Just a poor man. Give me some HP. Oh, it's the grave. We ain't no grave digger. We ain't no grave digger. Oh my god. What is this hellscape? What is this hellscape that I have found here? Oh my god, that room. Wow. Either way, that was an unfortunate run. We didn't quite get as far as we wanted to there. I haven't been doing great in terms of wins recently, but I play a bit risky. It's fine. I enjoy myself, so that's the best. That's the most important thing. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this run. I know it was a bit of a longer one, but I'm sure you guys that are watching Isaac on the regular do appreciate some of these longer runs, and I'll see you guys in the next one.